5 weeks after the deadly Lewiston shootings, families impacted are getting ready to take legal action. Good evening and welcome to News Center Maine at 5:30. I'm Zach Blanchard.
And I'm Chris Costa. Attorneys for several of those families say they are looking into the moments leading up to the shooting. And one big one, they say, is what the Army Reserve knew about the shooter's mental health and any opportunity there was to take his guns away. News Center Maine's Jack Moment spoke with some of the lawyers today and has more on how they plan to work with the families and how long it could take before they see some kind of justice. Jack?
Chris and Zach, the attorneys, told us this process could take years. They also said that each family has different needs when it comes to their losses and injuries from the attack. But most of the families, the attorneys say, are invested into a possible investigation into the military, which first knew about the shooter's mental health episodes. The law firms, Gideon Aston along with Berman and Simmons, the two firms are partnering with two other firms from around the country that have dealt with mass shootings in the past. And right now, the firms are gathering data through public records and interviews with various agencies. They say when it comes to the military, that's where families see the most missteps.
What we're hearing is there were overt warning signs with respect to Mr. Card. How could those warning signs have been missed? How could they have been overlooked? And how was there not intervention to prevent this from happening? And the fact that it didn't happen here suggests that there is a problem with the system. And that system has to change, because if that system cannot prevent what occurred from happening here, then it's clearly a system that is broken.
And the attorneys were careful in saying they have not taken any legal action yet here, but they did refer to the families of the shooting victims who say they don't want to see something like this happen ever again. They pointed to the earlier remarks by Senator King and Senator Collins, who asked the Army Inspector General to look into the military.
After the incident, when they did the press conference, Senator King and Senator Collins called on the Army Inspector General to do an investigation, and our clients feel very strongly that that needs to happen.
And one of the national law firms working with the families here is called the National Trial Law, which is the same firm that worked with the victims and families of the Sutherland Spring mass shooting in Texas. In that case, they sued the U.S. Air Force for not reporting the shooter's past assault conviction. They won $250 million for the survivors and families. Chris, Zach?
All right, Jack Mullet in the studio tonight. Thanks very much.